evening, shitheads! The glorious map of Overpass has returned to us. Now, I know a lot of people got mixed opinions on this map, but this is easily my favorite. And I'm about to show you why. So I know some people are going to be in the comments saying, oh, but Ghost Drop, you shouldn't be playing in Connector as a counter-terrorist. Fuck you. If you play Connector as a CT, you can make the T's life an absolute nightmare. Only if you do it correctly. I am now going to show you how to do it correctly. So listen and learn. A level 10 is speaking. So as you guys may have seen in a couple of those clips, there are some extremely ratty angles you can play in Con to make life a nightmare for the T's. So to start off, we actually have a new angle new with CS2's Overpass. Shout out Austin CS. Remember when I beat you in a 1v1, Austin? Yeah, that's right. That was me. Don't you forget it, baby. Thanks for the monitor, bud. Anyways, actually shout out to Austin because he's the one who's been doing all these little Austin CS hiding spots, and I took some inspiration from that. So let's say your divider player gave up fountain control. It happens, it's Overpass. They're gonna start walking down Con, but little did you know, you can indeed hide in this spot. So by setting up your feet sort of like this, and looking straight down, getting tucked into the corner. If we dot bot here, shout out Refrag. Would love to work with you guys. As you can see, I have to come all the way down to here before I even really see him. But as of right now in the state of Overpass, since it just got back in the active map pool, not a lot of people are checking this angle out. Now that you have the knowledge of this spot though, you can actually clear it out from the top and it's no problem. I also wouldn't go into this spot without making sure you at least have a smoke down here. Maybe you can even molly it. Or just have full info that they're not in Con coming up behind you. Now, another spot that a lot of Overpass enjoyers might remember would happen to be this one. Now, a lot of people don't know this yet, but actually, if you hit crouch just before you jump while holding W, you can indeed self-boost yourself all the way up here. Again, like you saw in some of the other clips, I would smoke this off before ever going up here. It's a one and done. That's all you're asking for. So make sure you have some info that there's not 5 T's waiting to swing you in Con. Again, there are a ton of rat spots in Connector. You're gonna have to make the T's spend an extra 20 seconds clearing this out if they want to crunch your short player. Even crouching behind the staircase. Pretty effective. And with the addition to CS2, we have also changed this little back area of Connector. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this spot right here because most T's as they're coming up, they're going to want to make sure they clear this deep angle as well, where anyone can be sitting. And if you guys want to throw a little off play, you can always double hold this angle and have the most intense crossfire. Now let's get some util down. So if you want to pop flash yourself out short and help your players fighting in construction, what you're going to do is you're going to get into this corner, crouch, and you can aim between this steel bar and this concrete wall, anywhere here along the staircase, and that flash will always go through the window. Now, another personal favorite play I have, as you're coming down the staircase, as long as you bank your smoke off of this white part of the wall, the smoke's always going to go down the hallway. And with this smoke down, you can get a buddy just to stand on this corner, and you have a crazy angle into short tunnel. This is what the POV of the short player has. You can't even see the window. And some people are gonna be like, oh, but Ghost Rob, when I play as a T, I'm always running up Con and mollying this left side. And you know what I say to that? Who gives a shit? Pop a smoke over here. Congratulations, you're not mollied anymore and you have the angle still. Now, one thing that is extremely tough to do as a Connector player is taking this fight up the staircase. All of these guys have the advantage on you. You are coming up a staircase. You have to S-strafe backwards to be accurate. It's a pain in the ass. There's a way you can win these fights though. It's this new tech that NA is just learning called communication. On a default, you're always gonna have 2 to 3 players on the B site. Just ask any of them. You huck a flash over the Connector position, and look at this. They're all full blind. There's been so many times where I've asked for this flash from my buddy that I queue with, Mr. Crush CS, and you have the biggest advantage here in this fight when they are blind like that. Only a sliver of your head is going to be peeking out while they're full blind. Free kills all day. Do not peek this without a flash, for the love of God. But what, your teammates are going full tilt and muting, and you can't talk to them? Well, I got a little solution for you. Crouch, walk forward, and right-click jump throw a flash on this bar that lines up with the bottom of this electrical box. And here's what it's gonna look like from his POV. And now from your own POV, you throw it like this. Should be no problem to get one free frag. The biggest key point I can give you from playing connector is that you have to be aggressive. You have to have a set play in mind, and you have to react to whether someone is sprinting down this hallway at you or not. If your opper is posted on divider and he's trying to fight right here, then you can put at least over 50% of your attention into this connector short area. So work with your teammates playing construction, make sure they molly short tunnel. If I'm throwing this smoke, I'm waiting a second, maybe I'll throw a nade down there. If I'm not hearing them sprint through the smoke, I am throwing this flash and I am swinging out to help fight short instantly, and then I'll even leave con sometimes. You can send one of the B players back up and keep short control. You can get your opper to leave divider. You just gotta play aggressive and get yours off the early pick. Now, as I'm playing connector, I'm still gonna help out my teammates who wanna fight fountain. The way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna come to this corner right here, and I'm gonna aim right here where this wooden line is with the concrete. The second I pass this bench, I'm gonna jump throw. I cannot stress this enough. Please practice this molly. Please, please, please practice it. It is a little finicky to get used to at first, but I hit it at least 99% of the time now. Now, if you ask me, this molly is the reason Overpass was taken out of the active map pool. But alas, here we are, and we're gonna use what we can to our advantage. It'll come up as perfect timing right when the tees are right here. You're also probably throwing this nade. You're gonna get some free chunk damage off of these tees. Either that, or in my level 10 pugs, they've been instantly smoking it off rip. And when they smoke this off, you're taking one of the T smokes off the map. The most important map for T smokes, you're deleting one within the first 20 seconds. And this lets you get a pretty good fight off of party and fountain. Now, some other things you can do here if you want to switch it up. Your teammates don't know the short molly because, let's face it, half the players we play with don't know util. You're gonna get up on this side of the bench right here. You're gonna count over to the 5th bar here, aim at the top of it, and just left click. What that's gonna do is perfectly molly short for you. And there's some of the freakier stuff that you can do in connector. Go ahead, use this in your games, get a little freaky.